Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we've got a headbanger of a video, and no pun intended, we're checking out a brand new knife here from Civivi called the Headbanger. So that should be interesting. It seems to be a Blade HQ collaboration designed by one of their own, Brandon Beecher, and we're going to learn more about this one here as we go through it. We also got a few things extra here from Blade HQ. We got the Wee Knife, Sencut, and Civivi Velcro patch right here with the grip on the Vision FG. Right, it's next design. We got a Civivi sort of key utility here with a tag. It looks something like this, right? We have a few different functionalities on this bad boy, and of course the Civivi Wee Knife branding. So if you want to toss this on your keys, you absolutely can. And it looks like we have a 10-year anniversary coin. Now this one is very interesting here. Kind of been getting into coin collecting here recently, so made better since 2014. I wonder if we can open this guy or if it's just sealed, locked in there. Well, let's be resourceful, Miguel. Maybe we can pry this guy open. Look at that. Nice little pry bar on the keychain. Solution here from Wee Knife. Got the work done. I want to see what this one is all about here. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The coin itself, 10-year anniversary. Right, on one side we got Wii logo and then the Civivi logo all around on the other side. This one's going to fit right at home with my growing coin collection, although it seems like this one is a little bit of a bigger size than the standard size, so that's something to keep in mind there. I got another one here from Blade HQ, old knife, concept knives, right, and all that good stuff. So we got a letter, right? I think we got a letter. You know where that's from? If you know, let me know in the comments. Miguel, hope you enjoyed this Civivi Headbanger from Lori. Thank you so much. I don't know if you guys know, but I am part of the Blade HQ fam. I get a chance to check out some of their gear here from time to time. Let's go ahead and see what this one's all about, shall we? Right, it was already, this little sticker had already come off, so here we go. Little zipper pouch here from Civivi. I don't get Civivi knives all that often. I don't collaborate with Civivi. I'm getting this through Blade HQ. Headbanger sticker right there. We got the Praxis sticker, Civivi sticker, paperwork, wiping cloth, more paperwork. Oh, here is the knife, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make some room for it. All right, man, oh man. This one's going to be a little bit of a larger knife, no doubt about it. Also feels pretty lightweight for the size, right? So that's something I'm noticing as well. We do have a pocket clip that seems to be titanium. So nice little touch right there. We have proud steel liners with, it looks like, micarta on both sides. There are multiple different variants available. We'll take a look at those in a second. Micarta backspacer and thumb stud deployment on this one. No, nothing else. No back flipper, no front flipper, just good old thumb studs. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Bam! Right there is the blade, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give her a nice little wipe here so we can sort of figure out, decipher what it is that we are looking at. All right, let's go 2x zoom here with a, oh man, that is a beautiful hollow ground. Yes, it is. And it's got a dual grind because it's got a flat grind here in the front, hollow ground right here. I mean, you got a cutting path. You got edge here for days, right? So this thing should not be tapering off a cut anytime soon. Nice jimping in this section here. A little bit of a harpoon clip point or some sort, right? Very interesting geometry there, to say the least. Let me know your best guesses in the comments for this one. And here's a better look at that tip right there, so you guys can take a closer look, right? That satin finish absolutely looks so good. I don't think the camera is doing it justice. BB for Brandon Beecher, and there's Headbanger written on the blade. It is going to be a liner lock, so let's take a look here. We have good access from the show side with some jimping, and then very nice and easy to disengage. All right, so that's not bad at all. Nice and smooth on ball bearings, as you would expect. And oh yeah, that blade absolutely drops really, really good. Look how smooth this is. Oh man, guys, check this out. Nice. That is a nice drop shot action right there, through and through. Reverse flick. Oh yeah, we can get at that thumb stud all day. My preferred method with the nail. Right, of course, make sure your finger's not on the way, Miguel. That might be something. Right, there we go. Right, that's a little bit better. Bam. Oh yeah, so at least those two deployment options are absolutely solid. I want to say the lockup is probably around, or you guys be the judge there, maybe what, 15, 20% or so. Not more than that. Oh yeah, so we do have some amazing action on here. Check out the milling on the inside. We have a good amount of milling, especially on the non-liner side, and also a tad bit on the opposite side as well. Love to see it. And of course the ergos on this thing. Man, this thing is going to accommodate a big old hand, no doubt about it. I'm able to get a full 4-finger grip. This main curvature here for your index finger. All other fingers follow suit. plenty of handle still left. And guess what? We can forward choke a tad bit as well. So that's also pretty interesting that we can do that. You can also put your thumb here on the spine of the blade as well, if you want to get a little bit more control of the cut. That also feels good. And yeah, especially for my big knife people out there. Miguel, what are big knives at? Listen, fam, I got you. This one is absolutely a great option for sure. Now that titanium pocket clip is reversible. We have a hole on the other side, so you can enjoy this knife as a lefty as well. So that's also good to see. The liners are nice and, you know, a little bit of roundedness to them. They're not like perfectly 90-degree edge or anything, so it's also nice and smooth. Feels comfortable on hand. The micarta is pretty grippy, I can tell you. This one's going to age pretty nicely. And let me get you some quick rapid fire measurements here so you see what we're talking about. Guys, we are looking at a almost 9-inch knife. Almost 9, but coming in at 8.75, so 8 3/4 inch. We have under 4 inches on the blade, like maybe 3.8, 3.9 or so. We have a 3.75 cutting path. And then we have a almost 5, but not quite, under 5 inch, maybe like 4.9 inch handle. So definitely check your local law, see what kind of size knife you can carry on your person. Let's go ahead and get a quick weight on this bad boy as well. Like I said, it's not necessarily a heavy knife. It doesn't feel like it for the size. So I'm going to say maybe 3.5 to 4 ounces. Let's see here. Look at that, 4 ounces on the dot. All right, let me fix it there. Yep, 4 ounces, or the equivalent of 113 grams for my friends across the pond. So 4 ounces, again, not necessarily as heavy as you would have thought given the size. Again, almost 9 inches or so size-wise. So 4 ounces, I'll take it all day. We have a 0.15 thickness on the blade, the average, 0.14. Average in the channel being 0.12, and the thickness here on the handle is 0.56, just a hair thicker than the average 0.5 or ½ inch here in the channel. And of course, you already know we got to do some size comparisons here, because I think I got just the thing for this one. Here is the MSI from Microtech. Okay, definitely giving it a good run for its money. Here is the stitch. Right, typically the Microtech and stitch are pretty large, right, compared to some other knives we check out here, but the Headbanger is absolutely hanging on, very closely matched to these two. Here's the Demco 80-20.5 and the Kumbu chat, right? Even the chat is a little bit shorter, obviously, so it's a 80-20.5. And here's, last but not least, the PM2 and the Para 3. All right, so a little bit larger than the PM2, obviously larger than the Para 3. Hopefully you guys own some of these knives. They are highly recommended and linked down below if you guys want to check them out. Prices, availability, and variants. And I do have content on all these knives here on the channel if you guys want to check more or learn more. Of course, you already know what time it is. We got some paper and some cardboard. Again, we said this one is printed very small Nitro-V steel, right? This is something Civivi really does very well. You can barely see it. Nitro-V steel printed right there. Very tiny font. And again, hollow grind here. Plenty of cutting path. Passes a scientific nail test. Let's go 5x zoom for some extra scientific points here. Oh yeah, that is absolutely biting into the paper there pretty well. Let's get some full slices. Bam, bada bing, bada boom. It even comes with sound effects as well. So yeah, no concerns here of tapering off the cut or anything. It's funny how I cut that one. Look at this, nice. So yeah, no concerns. You have plenty of cutting path there for days. I've been having this dual wall cardboard laying around recently for lots of different videos. This one's going to be a little bit more challenging for any knife, so I'm going to be cutting diagonally here for better performance. It's going to look something like this. Oh, come on now. Piece of cake. Okay, Brandon. I'll see what you design here. All right, doing pretty good. One last one for science. Oh yeah, no concerns whatsoever. This thing is an absolute trash day cardboard destroyer, without a doubt. So went through that cardboard there pretty quickly, very easily, no concerns. I'm gonna give it a nice little wipe here, and bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, absolutely performed there as you would expect. Nitro-V steel, think of Nitro-V like a step up above 14C 28N or D2, obviously, under 154 cm from what I understand. So doing pretty good and definitely performs. You guys, again, rate it in the comments, 10 being the sharpest. You all let me know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, there you have it. That is the Headbanger from Civivi. Nice. It is a Blade HQ Brandon Beecher collaboration, and that is how you spell it, by the way, in case you're wondering. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. Civivi Headbanger. The idea for the Headbanger started with a simple line drawing and heavy soundtrack. I wanted to create a knife that carried the same aggressive energy, but still refined enough to work as a practical and comfortable EDC. When I finished the design, the name Headbanger came naturally. It reflects both the music that inspired the process and the attitude built into the knife itself. Right here, some specs again, even though we went through some of those together here. Looks like there is going to be indeed a G10 version available also. Pocket clip is titanium. Again, both sides tip up carry. All screws are T8. We did talk about the compound grind. They call it a drop point blade. So there you go. Some specs right there for my knife nerds out there. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the new Civivi Headbanger in a nutshell. I definitely want to know your thoughts about it. What do you guys like about it? What do you love about it? So anything you dislike about it, let me know. Would love to hear your feedback down in the comments below. Blade HQ and Brandon are also going to be checking for those comments in the comment section. And also, again, this knife and every other knife you saw in this video will be linked in the description and pinned comments so you guys can check it out. Prices, availability, and variants. It does help out the channel when you use those links. It's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.